going down, everybody? This is the Crazy Music Geek coming back at you with another vinyl collection video. And today I'm going to be showcasing my punk/pop punk collection. Now, in my collection, I put the two together just because they both got punk in the title. I know that's going to piss off a lot of these purist punks. That's not punk, that's poser bullcrap, you know. I don't care for that kind of stuff. I just listen to what I like, and I put them all together because it's easier for me to find. I'm the listener. All right, so with that out of the way, I'm going to start out with this alphabetical order, although ironically, this is not. This is plus 44, When Your Heart Stops Beating. This is on pink vinyl. You can see back here. It is in a protective sleeve, so don't worry. It's not like just shimmying around. But yeah, this was a side project started by Blink-182's Travis Barker and Mark Hoppus when Blink-182 was kind of on their hiatus at the time, kind of their breakup. It's an alright record. It's not one I go back to a whole lot, but if you like some of the more Mark sounds from Untitled, you probably would get a kick out of that. Or you just like Mark Hoppus in general, I'd say it's definitely the best thing he's done outside of Blink. And then we got another Blink-182 connection, Alkaline Trio's Maybe I'll Catch Fire. I love me some Alkaline Trio. I'm a very casual fan. But I love this album, and I love From Here to Infirmary. Unfortunately, that latter one is not easy to find on vinyl for a good price. So this is a limited edition. Maybe I'll Catch Fire. It is on the, if I can pull it out, kind of like a brownish gold / kind of a faded teal kind of vinyl. But yeah, this I actually ordered off of the Asian Man Records website. That's where they were selling these. This was limited to about 1,500. So yeah, Maybe I'll Catch Fire. And then we go into Blink-182. If you love Blink-182, I've got almost all their albums. If you don't, you're probably going to want to skip. So, yeah. Blink-182's Buddha. This is the standard black pressing. But, yeah. And then, got Cheshire Cat. Blue pressing from Art SRC Vinyl. And then I got the standard black pressing of Dude Ranch. This is the last album they made with Scott Rayner in the band. Yeah. All good stuff, all good stuff. Love me some Blink. You can never go wrong with Blink. And then we got Enema of the State, one of my favorite albums of all time, if you watched my video on it. It's on blue vinyl. Enema of the State. Then I got the live album, The Mark, Tom, and Travis Show, which is a big favorite of my girlfriend's. I love this album too, so yeah. Mark, Tom, and Travis Show. Then I got the double red LP version of Take Off Your Pants and Jacket. Double LP because it's got the bonus tracks that are not easily findable on streaming. You can find them on YouTube, but if you listen to music on Apple or Spotify, they ain't going to be there. All right. And then we got a standard black pressing of Blink-182's Self-Titled. Or, I call it Untitled, actually. I don't know why. I just called it Self-Titled, but yeah. Untitled. And then this is the Target exclusive edition of Greatest Hits. So this is like the aqua blue and green vinyl. It's also got the bonus track If I Won't Be Home for Christmas on it. And then we're going to jumping straight ahead. I don't have Neighborhoods. That's the only Blink full length that I'm missing. But I do have California, which this for some reason is not in print anymore. It's a little tough to find. It's actually the only album I've never seen in the stores as far as vinyl goes. And then lastly for Blink, got 9. A lot of people hate on this. I don't think it's bad. It's not one I go back to a lot, but I don't think it's bad. And then kind of the last Blink-182 associated album for now is, in my opinion, their best side project, Boxcar Racer. It's got Tom DeLonge and Travis Barker. Just a lot of great stuff on here. I'd say it's probably the best thing any member of Blink has ever done, including a lot of Blink stuff. Although, I do like that enema. Alright, so now we're going into Green Day. This is 39 Smooth. I have the 45. These came with two 45s. I just have those stashed with my 45s over there, the EPs. Make it 1,000 hours and slappy. Good quality early punk. And then my favorite Green Day album, which is turning 30 this year. Oh my gosh, it's Kerplunk. This also came with the Sweet Children EP. But yeah, this is my favorite Green Day album. A lot of people like to choose Dookie. I like Dookie, but I just have a lot more familiarity and a lot more love for this album. It's got me through high school. Used to sit on the bus. I'd be falling asleep and I'd have that album in my headphones as I went to school. Speaking of Dookie, here's Dookie. Great album, of course. All of these are standard black, I should mention. No Ernie back there, but yeah. It's a classic. Then this was actually the first Green Day vinyl I ever bought. International Super Hits. This is the quintessential Green Day album, in my opinion. You just get the best of the early era. And the early era for me is the best era for Green Day. I like American Idiot, but after American Idiot, I'm not too fond of their stuff. Speaking of American Idiot, here's American Idiot. Standard black. After this album, I usually tend to tune out. And with their latest album they made, Father of All, it was not good, in my opinion. Alright, now we're going into Skatepunk territory. We got Lagwagon's Hoss. Say 2011-ish reissue. It's actually a double LP. First LP being the album, and then the second one being rarities and just B-sides. A lot of cool stuff. But yeah, Lagwagon's Hoss, just a classic. And then we got the seminal Lagwagon album, Let's Talk About Feelings. Just a great album in general. Love it. It's got the same deal going on with that. First LP just being the album, and then the second being a lot of demos and rarities and B-sides. Great stuff. Alright, now we're going into some classic punk territory. Misfits, Static Age. I've been kind of just getting into the Misfits, like maybe only within the past month or so, but I've managed to acquire this, and it's a great album. Of course, Last Caress is a classic, and Bullet, We Are 138. I love this. Great album. And then, my other Misfits album I have is Collection. It's got a lot of stuff. Teenagers from Mars, and Die Die My Darling. Yeah, it's on here. Earth AD. Great stuff. If you ever want to get into the Misfits, I'd say this is not a bad place. This and Collection, too. Alright. Now we're getting into the good stuff. This is my MxPx vinyl. And I just bought the box set of this. The vinyl box set for MxPx. So that's coming in June. I can't wait to get that. But I do have quite a bit of MxPx on vinyl. Teenage Politics original pressing. This cost me quite a bit. In fact, I paid about 120 bucks for this. Because MxPx on vinyl is just very, very rare. You will not find this at too many places. But I found this in my local record store because they specialize in rare stuff like this. But yeah, Teenage Politics. And then one of my favorite albums of all time, as of lately, I had to pay quite a bit for this. Life in General by MxPx. This is the black version. There is a white version available too. But yeah, I paid $150 for this. And then about 2 weeks later is when they announced it. They announced the box set. And I wasn't really mad because it's just an awesome opportunity to get this and get the box set. So, yeah. Then here's a really big rarity amongst MxPx collectors. This is probably the biggest white whale as far as MxPx collecting goes. Slowly going the way of the Buffalo original pressing. I paid almost $200 for this. Let me tell you. It's a little beat up, but it is worth it. It plays great. And then, this is the only MxPx album you could probably get for retail, for like normal retail price. MxPx Plans Within Plans. It's on black vinyl. All of these are on black vinyl, except for the one after this, which I will show. But yeah, Plans Within Plans. This was when they finally got off tooth and nail. Well, they were on A&M for Slowly Going the Way, but they were still kind of associated. They were finally freed from that, and they're on Rock City on this one. And then this one is a bit rare. I pre-ordered this when it was announced. Life in Quarantine, signed by Mike Herrera himself. This is the blue and orange standard version. There was a splatter version, but I was not quick enough. So I got this. Happy to have it. It's got a lot of his Facebook live streams, which some people are like, oh, you're listening to a Facebook live stream, but they were actually mixed, and they were mixed for this. So yeah, MxPx Life in Quarantine. All right, and then the skatepunkist band of all skatepunkist bands, NoFX, Punk and Drublic. This is really the only NoFX album in full that I love. I'm a casual NoFX fan, I would say, but this album right here, one of the greatest punk albums of all time, in my opinion. But yeah, Punk and Drublic. This album got me through quite a bit. All right, now we're going back into more classic punk territory. Ramones' debut album, Rhino reissue. All of the Ramones stuff I have is reissues because you're just not going to find it. And then Leave Home. I don't know why the sticker is all the way over here, but yeah, Ramones' Leave Home. Then my favorite, Rocket to Russia. All right. Then we're kind of wrapping up into the last band is Sum 41, which a lot of people like to groan and moan about sometimes in the punk community, but I love them. They're one of my favorite bands of all time. Half Hour of Power on red vinyl. Oh, yeah. All Killer, No Filler. It's on the standard black. This is turning 20 this year. Can you believe that? 20 years of All Killer, No Filler. That's nuts. But yeah, standard black. Then my favorite Sum 41 album, Does This Look Infected? This is on the clear green splatter vinyl. This is very hard to come by now. Just this album in general is pretty hard to come by. I had to pay about $70 for this, but now it's going for like $200. So yeah, Does This Look Infected? And then last and kind of least is an album I'm not really too crazy for by Sum 41, but I have it in the collection, and it does have 3 songs I really like. Underclass Hero. Underclass Hero is actually the first Sum 41 song I ever heard. And of course, this has Walking Disaster and With Me. Yeah, as an overall album, I'm not too crazy on it, but it's got a lot of cool stuff. It's got some good stuff, and the vinyl edition here also has a very cool etching of the album cover on side D. So that's my skate punk vinyl, pop punk vinyl collection. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.